Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Laura Wilkie with Down Home with Lemon Pie, and this is our Term 1 update. Hey guys, real quick, I want to tell you about my new curriculum. It's Heroes a Character, and it is a character-based curriculum that you can use during morning time, tea time, or bedtime. It seamlessly blends science, nature studies, heroes, history, and character traits and skills that you want your kids to learn. So if you haven't had a chance to check it out, head over to my website. It's downhomewithlemonpie.com. and check it out for yourself. Okay guys, welcome back. If you're brand new to my channel, I am so glad you're here. Please subscribe, like and comment. Let me know what you think, and go ahead and hit the notification bell so you get alerts when new videos are uploaded. Okay guys, so we started, this is our Term 1 update. We started our school year for 2021-2022 about 6 weeks ago. We do 6 weeks of homeschool, and then we take 1 week off. It's a Sabbath schedule, and we really love it. So I just wanted to kind of check in and give you guys an update on how our first term or our first 6 weeks went. I of course made a list. I showed you that in some of my other videos, and planned the things that I wanted to focus on and get completed and kind of my goals. And I only plan for 6 weeks at a time because something always happens. And if you plan for the whole school year or even a whole semester, it really throws you off. So I planned for the first 6 weeks. I kind of have a broad idea for the whole school year, but I don't do like the daily planning for the whole school year. So for this school year, we are using My Father's World, the Creation to the Greeks. We are loving it, and it is the first part of it, we focused mostly on dinosaurs. So I enriched that with a couple extra things. This is the book that was in our curriculum. I love Ken Ham. We actually did really enjoy this book. So I highly recommend this one. And we watched the Ken Ham video that is on YouTube for free. I will link it below if anybody else wants to watch it. But it is just a wonderful way to kind of see how science continuously proves the Bible. I know that is not what you typically hear. That's not generally what you think or what we are taught. It was not what I was taught growing up. I was taught that there's, what the Bible says, and then there's what science says, and that science disproves the Bible. And that is completely inaccurate. When you really start getting in there, you start researching it and finding out the actual truth, you find out that time and time again, science actually proves the Bible. So I love that this book kind of helped us to see that. I am learning tons of stuff too, because like I said, I did not have this type of Christian education and like growing up. And so a lot of this stuff was new to me. Now, over the years, I've already learned a lot of it previously, but it's just really cool to kind of dive deeper, especially when it comes to dinosaurs, because that is the one place or one of the main places that the world always thinks, well, the Bible can't be true because dinosaurs. And it is so fascinating when you really start getting in there. So we learned a ton from this. If you want to know about Adam and Noah and dinosaurs, how that all goes together, this is a great book. So yeah, we enjoyed that one. I did add in my favorite book that I do every year with my kindergartners. This year I do have a kindergartner, so I added it again, and it's What Really Happened to the Dinosaurs. There is a second book that they kind of updated. This one, it's also by Ken Ham, and there's another one, but I still love this one, and it's the one I already had. So this is the one that we read together, and the kids are learning so much. I just really want to cement those truths in their hearts and in their minds so that they can back things up when people start to question their beliefs or question their things that they're telling them about, well, no, people and dinosaurs didn't live together, or they didn't go on the ark, or this or that. And it's just so crazy when you really start diving in and you can see the truth and it all makes sense. So anyway, we loved those. I had purchased this one too. We did not get to this one at this time. We're going to put it back on the shelf and possibly get to it later, but it's the Great Dinosaur Mystery and the Bible. The reason for that is we really didn't have time to get to it, and it's time to move on. And not only that, but I flipped through it, and a lot of it is kind of redundant of what was already covered in the first two books I showed you. So I didn't want to just repeat, especially because we also watched that video, and a lot of this is that same information, just in a different manner. But we did read this one, Life in the Great Ice Age. This was our first official read aloud, okay? And I learned so much. My girls, who are 10 and 8, had so many questions about the Ice Age. Was it true? Did that happen? How did that work? Is it happening again? And this answered all of those questions. The beginning of this book, like majority of this book, I guess, is a story, like this is how it could have happened story. And then in the back, there is a ton of information about what it was like. It's got more like the artifacts, the scientific stuff, more about what, this was addressed in this book, and here's how that actually works in during that time. So it was super cool to learn about it. I learned a ton, like I said, because I kind of wasn't really sure how that all fit into creation beliefs and biblical history, and now I know. And that is something that is awesome. So we learned so much. This did take quite a bit longer than I anticipated because you can see it is very wordy at the back. And the story part itself went fairly quickly, but this part took quite a while. And because of that, I didn't really want to rush through it. So we did go ahead and take the time to go through this and just thoroughly learn and understand what the Ice Age was. Was it just a world covered in ice, or was it a cooler world and a wetter world? Is it going to happen again? Like so many people are so crazy in telling us in the world about all these things with climate change and all these things. And this gives you concrete data as to why it happened, how it happened, and whether or not it's going to happen again. So loved that one. Okay, let's talk about art for a minute. This is the book that is recommended with this curriculum. And I went ahead and bought the art cards for my two girls, which are like paint and marker cards, and they are so excited to start those. However, after about 3 weeks, we had not started a single painting. So I skipped ahead and I found out that we don't actually start painting until a lot later, like almost at the very end of our curriculum, because this book is actually for 2 years. So my girls are super disappointed. They are learning a ton because this whole beginning section is all about drawing and perfecting those drawing skills, which, trust me, they need. But they really want to do some more hands-on arts and crafts. So I have allowed them to join my boys in this one that we got from The Good and the Beautiful. It is just kind of arts and crafts. They're super simple. It's nothing you can't get on Pinterest, but it's just that kind of stuff that's just fun little paints and arts and crafts. So I planned to do one of those a week, and this term we only did one for the whole term. So we did the sunflower one. It turned out fantastic. All the kids enjoyed it. At the end, our last week, we did do some pottery with some clay. So that was another art project. but that was all we got to right now because I wanted to save the next couple are fall crafts, and I wanted to save those for term 2. So we are going to dive more into that in term 2. And I think I'm also going to be adding this book here, which I've snagged off of Book Outlet. I understand it's no longer available, but they are constantly adding to their stock, and some of those books that go out of stock come back. So keep looking if this is one that you are looking for. And it's the Usborne First Book of Art. I have another Usborne book that's also kind of like this, where it shows a classical painting and then it tells you how to do it. So we may add that one as well. But yeah, so the kids are going to enjoy this. They just really want to get crafty. And so I want them to, so I'm going to let them. Okay, with my little guys, I have planned to do one science theme a week. So this is with my twins that are 3, and then my 5 and 7-year-old, which are actually kinder and 2nd grade. And we didn't get to exactly one a week, but we did complete 4 themes in science. So the first theme that we completed was construction. I talked about these in my kindergarten video where I talked about we were doing a theme-based thing on the alphabet, and we're not actually starting our ABCs themes, like the weekly themes for each letter of the alphabet, until term 2, which is next week. But we did pick up a lot of these Jerry Pallotta books, and I love them because they are super educational. It doesn't just have what the item is, but it tells you about it. So we learned all about the kinds of construction vehicles. We did the airplane, so we learned all about planes. This one they really loved, which I was a little surprised about because I thought they would enjoy it, but I didn't know they would just love it. And then I talked about I have the Usborne Beginners series. These are actually the young beginners, like the beginning version. I love this series. I have raved about it several times in my videos. These 2, I think both of these I might have gotten off of Book Outlet, because Book Outlet has these too, guys, for less. So Usborne, these sell for $5 a piece, but you can get them on Thrift Books. You can get them on Book Outlet, whatever. Nice, beautiful hardcover books that have, you know, nonfiction information all throughout to teach you about all the things, and just little snippets, perfect for these age groups. So we did night and day animals one week, and we did seasons another week, and they loved those. Actually, the Usborne ones, which I kind of anticipated, were even more favored than the alphabet ones. So I knew that would happen because we've done those for years, and they always love those. So I was excited about that. Okay, so we are celebrating Biblical Feast this school year, and this is the book that is recommended with the curriculum. I did purchase that one, and we didn't use it a whole lot. We've only done the first feast that it celebrates in the curriculum, which is Sabbath, and so we did do that. I did use it though. They had to make like the challah bread covers, and I used this picture to help them create those. They were beautiful. They did a great job on those. But yeah, so that is that. We did read a little bit of that, but this book is recommended in the back of the teacher manual. That's what I love about My Father's World, is there's always extra books you can add in at the very back of the manual. So this was one that was recommended. I purchased it and love it. So we did Milk and Honey. We did the Sabbath from this book, and we loved it. It walked us through exactly what to do, how to celebrate it, what to make, a prayer to go along with it, just all the things, and that was fun. The kids enjoyed that. The next one is coming up really soon. I think it's the first week of September. I need to look it up again, and we will enjoy this book again. Okay, so we're getting ready to start term 2, guys. It looks like, I've just kind of briefly scanned through. It looks like it's going to be focusing on Abraham and Isaac, and some Egypt stuff, which we already started a bunch of education on Egypt using some of the other books. So we did start Tanglewood Secret, I should tell you that, and we're about, I think 7 or 8 chapters in out of like 20. Love that book, by the way. Tanglewood Secret by Patricia St. John. Loving it. There's 3 read alouds by that same author for this, scheduled for this school year. If we get finished with that, the next 2 read alouds, I was going to have these as books for my big kids to read, but I'm going to do them as read alouds, are going to be these 2. Usborne Beginners, Egyptians, and Tut's Mummy, Lost and Found. I'm going to do these as read alouds with the group so that we can all learn together. I like to do it that way. And I don't think that they're going to take us too long because they're both easy readers. If we finish all of that and we still are in term 2, which I do not think that will happen, but if it does, we are planning to start Boy of the Pyramid. So we will see if we get that far. I don't know. This is also the time that we are going to pull out this Ancient Egypt Explorers Kit that I had mentioned in one of my other videos during curriculum week. I wasn't sure where to put it in our schedule, but it's going to go right now in term 2. And I think it's just little things that they get to carve out of little like stone or something. But we're going to see. We're going to see. I haven't even opened it. It's just been in plastic wrap. Like I said, my mom found it like a year ago, like at Goodwill or garage sale or something. And it fits perfect with the school lessons that we are doing this year. So that's when we're going to use it. All right, I'm going to be starting this book. I know I showed you this one already, but I'm finally going to start it. We're going to start it right now for term 2. This is just with my girls. We're going to do it together. I am anticipating this to take us probably into term 3. And we are just doing 3 terms right now, and then we're going to take a break, have a baby 7, and celebrate Christmas and New Year's, and kind of take a break to readjust our family with a new little one. And then we will start back out about mid to late January with term 4, just depending how it goes. So I'm expecting this one to take us through, definitely through term 2, but possibly term 3 too. We'll just have to see. And my kindergartner, my preschoolers are starting this right here. It's the kindergarten level, but it's this beautiful book that My Father's World has finally put out. And that is going to be our main curriculum. We're going to do 1 letter a week. When you do My Father's World, the kindergarten with the teacher manual, it does not go in alphabetical order. The letters skip around and do different things because it is also teaching phonics with those same letters. We are not doing it that way. We are strictly going to go straight through the alphabet, A to Z, in order, 1 a week. So term 2 for 6 weeks will be the first 6 letters of the alphabet. And we are excited to start those right now. Next week, Apple is one of my favorite ones, so I'm excited to start that. I know when you do the curriculum through the teacher's manual, I think it starts with Sun. So I'm excited to start with Apple because it's fall and all the things and apples. It's actually one of my favorite units for this whole thing, but I am just so excited to get started on this book and get started teaching these things. So these will be our new science themes and Bible verses for term 2. Okay, guys, I am so glad that you're watching. I hope that you have, if you haven't already, that you are getting ready to start your school year. I hope that you guys all have a fantastic school year, and I will keep posting videos, but every term I will try to do an update, and this is term 1's update. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.